Okay, testing, testing. Hey. Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi. Oh man, I ran out of time to finish the event last night, but I gotta finish it this morning for work. That way for sure I can do it. I believe. Oh man, though my eye is so irritated, I wanted... Like, originally it's like, oh, time to correct Florence, but nah, Florence has to correct my eye. Like, sheesh. Oh well. Now it's time to continue, so with prize exchange, dear guests, please select your prize. So, what kind of prize do you want after completing the game? Florence still seems to be immersed in her park manager's role, which comes off as a little bizarre. I hand the stamp book over to her.
I want you and all the people who died in the hallucination.
Hey, hello, good morning. And welcome for the gotcha luck. Florence furrows her brow. She seems to be thinking. I know, right? Early. Before work. I gotta be good and finish this.
After all, this is a grand prize.
Unfortunately, you can only pick one of them. It may have beaten me, but their respective hallucinations are still going on. Even if they realize it's a hallucination, they'll soon forget about it. In their eyes, the world is still a dreamlike amusement park of fantasies.
There's a fine line between poison and medicine. After hearing what Pauline said, I'm wondering exactly which part of what you provided was poison and which part was medicine.
And my guess is that she hasn't dosed them with the improved Judas for a long time now. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many guests going crazy. Oh, good luck at work. My recovery, that was probably because of Florence's somewhat theatrical treatment. It wasn't just me, Pauline, Esme, and Muriel, and the others. Everyone who claimed a reward regained some of their clarity. If all she wanted to do was trap them here forever, then tending to their bodies and minds would be important. But she also had to top off on the approved Judas. But the truth is, everyone would have steadily learned the truth during the games. Even in a case like Pauline's, what's happening now is not normal. And besides,
thanks to you, my head is fully clear now, and I remember exactly what kind of person you are. You were the one who treated me, right?
I watched Florence's reaction as I questioned her. Treated you? The reward was just to top off your dose of the improved Judas. Still, there are always those who recover quickly. She's clearly lying. The improved Judas acted as a poison, but after receiving their rewards, the guests' minds became clearer, as though they had taken medicine. Hello. Good morning. But if she really was the owner of this park and the architect of the entire scenario, why would she need to lie about this? Truth be told, she's done far too many things that weren't strictly necessary.
I see. Looks like things are as I guessed.
Florence is probably treating us in secret to avoid someone's eyes, and this person is probably the mastermind behind all this. I look around and count the number of people again. Before playing Sweet Startling Night, there was 12 guests apart from Florence and me. After that, Esmeralda and Pauline received punishment, so there should only be 9 people left.
But there's one more.
Because no matter how many times I count the group, there are 10 people here now.
Did any new players join us?
And thank you. I wouldn't have been able to stay with you if there had been, right? After all, I'd have to guide new additions around. Hello, good morning. I nod. Florence has no reason to lie about this. In that case, the only explanation is the dead coming back to life.
Where are the people who died in this game, or in the game?
You've already seen them, Commander. Albeit through a veil. Or through a veil. She must be talking about the makeshift clinic where Florence was performing her surgery on me. She'd even blocked my line of sight back then.
Are they still alive?
They're mentally scarred but otherwise fine. However, their brains still think they're dead, even though it's just a hallucination, so they won't wake up for a long time.
Which means they aren't really dead, is that right?
Mia, Fleur, Esme, Marielle, and Pauline. After I find them, I see all 5 of them have received treatment from Florence, and they're slowly recovering from the symptoms. I remember what Pauline said about people only starting to die after the rise after a certain point.
Did anyone else die before this?
Florence shakes her head.
The narrow sinks down. I think I know who it is.
Only one person could have done this. Dark dreams, dark hearts. The seeds of evil grow strong, nourished by desire. My desire is summoning you, Florence. Which I will no matter what. Oh, you're awake? What a surprise. It's treatment time again. Florence wheels out the usual paraphernalia and stands by the side of the girl's bed. Do I really not wake up that often? Of course. Also, judging from your vital signs, it seems you didn't consume any Utis today. Florence performs a routine examination of the girl and reads off her parameters. It must have been hard for you to resist the urge, right? As Florence prepares to administer the first of the treatments, the girl shakes her head in silence. Hard? It must be harder for you, isn't it, Florence? After all, you've been caring for me for so long, and yet my body remains like this. The less you think about that, the easier things will be for me. I can heal your body. In fact, I've cured a lot of exotic illnesses in the past. But there are exceptions to everything, aren't there? I know, right? She is cute. Rather than waste your time on someone beyond help like me, why not use your efforts on something else? You do realize I'm not doing this for free, right? I'm hardly a philanthropist. Are you talking about how I helped repair your frame? Well, aren't you a grateful doll? I did it because it was convenient and it fell within my field of specialty. You've been helping to care for my frame all this time, right? Then I might as well help you care for your body too. And besides, I'm curious about diseases and symptoms I haven't seen before. And so, this human and doll, who normally have nothing to do with each other, ended up coexisting briefly due to their specialties both lining up. That's true. After Florence checks her syringe, she pumps the plunger to get the air bubbles out, flicks it to remove any stray droplets, and drives a sharp needle into the girl's skin. Florence, would you like to go with me? To an amusement park, I mean. This is the first time she's asked Florence this question, and it catches her off guard. Florence ponders what it could mean, whether for good or ill. The girl grabs Florence's hand mid-injection. You know I love amusement parks. Oh yes, I almost forgot. You know them better than I do. I can't live without you. Once you make a full recovery, I'll take you to one. You're lying. You're lying to me, aren't you? But it's alright, you're always lying to me. I'll always welcome you to my park. Like, even if you're always lying to me, I'll always welcome you to my park. Florence, I'll be bringing you to my amusement park soon. Something's wrong. A strange feeling suddenly rises up from the depths of Florence's neural cloud and spreads through the rest of her body. This should be an ordinary conversation, but in that instant, Florence finds that she is frozen solid. No, she's not frozen. Rather, she can't move. It's as though Florence has been broken down, and no matter how hard she tries, the hand of hers frozen halfway through, depressing the plunger of her syringe. Huh? And it won't be just you. Many, many more people will come to my amusement park. Don't worry. I'll play with all of you. Your amusement park. It isn't just her fingers either. It is then that Florence realizes that every single part of her has been forced to halt. She can't even speak normally. That's right, mine. My amusement park. What have you done to me? The girl ignores Florence's choppy speech, and her face twists up. I guarantee this will be the most interesting and exciting amusement park in the world. Let's enjoy this together, shall we? Even though she's never actually been to an amusement park before, her delusions drive her to utter such crazy things. I guarantee you'll be satisfied with your experience. After all, we're the same, you and I. Isn't that right, Florence? With her visual module shut down, Florence's eyes have gone glassy and dull, like she's shut down. Oh my, pardon me. You may speak, I permit it. In contrast to her haughty tone, the girl struggles to bring out her computer from beside her. After plugging it into one of Florence's access ports, she begins entering commands. What did you do? Slowly, Florence resumes normal functioning. There are backdoors to everything, don't you know? Did you like the malicious code I wrote just for you? All your permissions and access now belong to me. Honestly, did you not even suspect me for a moment, even after I helped maintain you for so long? Are you saying you're looking forward to what I'm about to do? The girl gently pats Florence's cheek. Now then, the first thing you're going to do for me is improve Utis. That should be easy given your skills. Now what should we call this new drug? How about euphoria? And then we can have a good long discussion about one of my favorite things, collective hallucinations. There'll be a shipment of product coming through here soon. This is our chance, our only chance. If you insist on carrying out such a bold plan, I can't guarantee success. You do realize that telling me the odds of failure only excites me more, right? And besides, it's not like you can refuse my commands either, can you? Of course, I don't mind you spicing up your obedience with a little backtalk. However, saying that isn't like you, is it? Do you really think things will go well for you if I die? Bang! The girl mimes an explosion, but Florence is unmoved and unafraid. Are you interested in these people or the shipment? I wonder. The girl's fingers run over the surface of her portable terminal. And she can't help humming to herself as she sees those familiar faces. Both, perhaps? I know everyone in this transport run. They're perfect as playmates. Oh, how exciting! The trap is set, and the targets will be stopping at the ramp. We have a 90-second window to act, Florence. I'll bait the enemy, so begin the operation. Dang, girl. Though this help, maybe we can help her. Man, look at how cute Florence is, though, back there. No fear, no pain. I want to go to the amusement park again. Those are fun. Oh gosh. We're slowly moving our way forward. Not exciting enough? It was close, but we did it in the end, Florence. You've never been to an amusement park, but you did go to a state fair once. Last type of amusement thing I went to was one of the county fairs too. And now, everything is ready. The new drug, the park, and the first batch of guests. With these, Thriller Wonderland opens its doors. You know, girl, thank you for making Thriller Wonderland. Mainly because I got to hang out with Florence. And that I appreciate. Final guest, this is the last broadcast before the park closes down, but there are still visitors who are reluctant to leave. I wonder why. Me. To an extent, me. We pass a Rust model roller coaster. The seats are shaky and look like they could fall off at any moment. It seems like it's been abandoned for a long time. Good morning. I am determined. I am filled with determination.
Tisk.
Sights like these are nothing unusual in the yellow zone. I look down and decide to start by dealing with the girl in front of me. Is something wrong? The wind blows, causing the glass ivy bottles above her head to collide gently like wind chimes. A look of panic, oh my goodness, picnic in my brain. Clearly I have motivations, which is food. Cravings, food. A look of panic crosses the face of the girl in the wheelchair, like she's been startled. The mysterious devices on her begin beeping alerts in response to her emotional fluctuations.
Oh, come on. I'm not that scary, am I? At the very least, I'm practically a saint compared to what you've done here.
What's that supposed to mean? What you said just now, what's that supposed to mean? So this is all hallucination? But I can still see the amusement park.
I meant exactly what I said. You were the one who trapped all these people in this abandoned amusement park, right, Esme?
Esme? She tilts her head. Apparently, she does not remember that name. Apart from the others who noticed something was amiss, most people wouldn't even remember having ridden the attractions multiple times. In that respect, there's nothing wrong at all with her response. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. If we don't continue, everyone will... What happens if we go on?
That's not going to happen, because I've caught the owner of the amusement park.
Caught? Who? I approach Esme, then grab the handles of her wheelchair and gently push her. Hey, where are we going? Miss Manager! She calls her Florence, who follows us without hesitation.
The owner of the amusement park is Esme, which is to say you, am I correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then let's start with what makes you suspicious, shall we? Among the 5 dead people, you're the last to enter the park.
Esme, how many times have we gone on this ride now? This ought to be your first time here, right? What are you talking about? We only just came here. No, this definitely isn't our first time here. The frightened woman grows more afraid after that. Her grip tightens unconsciously, causing Esme to groan in pain as she starts having trouble breathing. Let go of me, I can't breathe. Right. This is only your second time on the roller coaster. Muriel, you knew Fleur's name as well, right? It's just a name, it doesn't mean anything. But that's because she said my name first, so I asked her name. She said the same thing as Mia, but she didn't go crazy like Mia.
Don't worry too much. I've been on this roller coaster about a dozen times, and I'm still sitting here perfectly fine. A dozen times? Everyone's been on this ride more than twice, but this is only your second time.
That definitely happened to Miss Esme.
In other words, not long after you joined, all the people who were starting to recover began dying on the rides, one after another. Like Pauline said, the slaughter wasn't a risk that came paired with reward. Quite the opposite, in fact. It was a form of cruel revenge. You couldn't bear to see anyone recovering, so you decided to join the game in person and kill everyone that Florence managed to cure.
But the others were suspicious too, right?
Of course. But if it was them, or if it was you probably have made your move sooner.
Huh? But Miss Esme died too, and she was killed by Miss Muriel. It's my fault, I'm sorry. I messed up, I messed everything up.
Esme?
Why is it you?
What are you doing here?
You useless bitch! Stop causing trouble already! Get the hell away from this shipment! It's my fault, I'm sorry. Please don't chase me away or kill me. No!
Yes, because she was the real ghost in the haunted house. She should never have been on the Mongi truck. Yet she was there, and she made the poor guests relive the events of the day that they were kidnapped over and over again.
What does that mean?
Muriel and Pauline both thought that she couldn't have been there. Why do you think that is?
There are too many reasons for that. Because she's not from Monkey Security? Maybe.
That's not very likely. After the others regained their memory, every one of them began suspecting me. But none of them suspected Esme. The main reason why they suspected me was because they had no shared memories to prove my identity. That implies that Esme was present in their memories, which means she was definitely a Monkey Security employee. However, she was not part of the transport detail.
Why is that?
Don't forget that during an emergency, having more people that you know around to help is a good thing. But Muriel utterly loathed her, to the point of saying how much she hated her. Now, this is just a guess, but I'm thinking that part of it was because Esme was not part of the transport team, so she couldn't help them out. The other part, what really set her off, might have been because Esme was a serial Judas thief.
This isn't just a guess. It's an all-out fabrication, isn't it? She laughs in her mocking tone, and the mask she was wearing begins to crack.
A fabrication? It's true that Esme wasn't part of the transport detail, but she had another job.
Hey, don't listen to the doll. She's the biggest liar of them all. Esme, you were a doll engineer before, weren't you? Hurry up and think of a way to scrap her. Esme glances at Florence in a panic and then looks incredulously at herself. Huh? You mean me?
As a Monkey Security doll engineer, she wouldn't need to accompany the transport detail.
Even so, saying she's a thief is a bit too much. Well, maybe a doll engineer couldn't help them out. Maybe that was why Muriel hated her.
Her? You're still not going to admit that you're Esme? At the very least, it seems you've realized that Esme is the mastermind behind all this.
I continue pushing her wheelchair to one of the most common sights in the wasteland, a cliff.
Next, I'm going to explain why you're the only one who could be Esme.
I release my grip on the handles, causing Esme's wheelchair to roll straight forward. She exclaims in surprise, but no matter what she does, she can't control her body well. Meanwhile, the edge of the cliff is drawing closer and closer. While mobility aids like this are not hard to operate, there are many better options for moving around than this. Her body might be so weak that she can't utilize more agile methods like prosthetic limbs. Wait, Miss Florence! Her voice turns a little hoarse from her screaming, and I reach out just in time to bring the wheelchair under control. By the time she comes to a halt, she's less than half a meter from the edge. Her face is flushed, red in panic, and her forehead is covered in beads of sweat. Hehe. Oh, Commander, you're even more extreme than I am.
From what I can see, after discounting the guests and the hallucination, the only one who couldn't have taken part in a transport mission is you.
Wait, seriously, just because of that?
It's true that Esme could have been anyone, but your body meant that you couldn't have been anyone but Esme.
Whimper. Esme looks like she's about to cry, but there's a hint of a smile on her face. Sorry, but after hearing what you said, I realized it too. It seems I really am Esme. However, I forgot everything that happened in this park like you said. Perhaps my brain damage got worse after dying and coming back? Her face is innocent with a friendly smile on it. Even if you're right about everything, that I'm Esme, that I'm severely crippled, and that I'm a Monkey Security doll engineer, so what? You could also say that all the killing that occurred after I joined was entirely caused by Florence in order to free me. Hello? That way, she could just dump all the blame at her crimes committed in search of thrills at my feet, while continuing to rub up against you. We're correcting Florence and Esme both. Both at this point.
So, are you saying that she treated these people, treated me, but could only cover it up with lies, never able to tell the truth, that it was all an act?
I look at Florence. Strangely enough, she doesn't say anything. I mean, it's not impossible.
I have an idea that's more likely. Would you like to hear it? There's a reason why Florence could only treat them in secret, and could only remain silent even when you cast doubt on her.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Then get up and stop me if you can.
I ignore her and continue speaking.
My guess is that someone was controlling her, perhaps even in possession of her authorizations, which meant that for the most part, she had to obey orders. And so she obeyed her orders and managed this hallucinatory amusement park. Even if she wanted to treat these people, she could only do it secretly.
Sure. Surely you're not going to say that I did it because I'm a doll engineer, are you?
Nobody else can do it, am I wrong? I advise you to not keep denying it. Everything will be clear when we check Florence's ownership data. And even if you try encrypting it, our engineering skills are far superior to yours.
But that just means you can't check it now, no?
Looks like you know that there are no other doll engineers here besides you. And the reason for that is because everyone here besides you was kidnapped from this transport detail. That was why they were so shocked when they saw you. And besides, did I ever tell you her name was Florence before you called her name?
What?
Everyone else besides you called her manager. Logically speaking, how could you have known her name? If you had really lost your memories like the others, how would you have known to call her Florence?
Heh. I knew it. All sorts of interesting things do happen at amusement parks. And here I was getting tired of watching the slot scream. Fortunately, you showed up.
So, do you want to say it or should I do the honors?
What's there to say? Yes, I kidnapped Florence, made her modify you to me. And then I kidnapped these old friends of mine who all deserved it, mind you. And had them play with me instead of smuggling contraband. Pretty fun, all things considered.
So they deserve to die. What about yourself?
I never said I didn't deserve it. We could all have gone together. And you... I think you and I could be super best friends.
Your approval fills me with shame. Still, there's one thing I don't understand. How did you do all this?
After all, given her current state, it's hard to imagine how she could trap so many people here. Oh? I know I'm weak, and nobody thought I could do anything outrageous, so nobody suspected me of their routes when their routes were changed. Their cargo was swapped, their trucks were attacked, and when I showed up in front of them... They all thought they could deal with me easily, just as you're thinking now. Thing is, people's perceptions of reality can vary, just like an hallucination. I still have many ways to fight. Would you like to experience them? No? No, thank you. I mean, of course, I would love to experience them. If you're gonna give me collapse pieces, why not? All for the gacha funds. Ta-da! Despite being down for the count, Esme seems even more ecstatic than before. She laughs maniacally, like she's seen something funny.
Any more tricks you'd like to pull out of your sleeve?
If you don't mind, why don't you stay behind and keep playing with me? If you do that, I'll guarantee that these people make it back in a healthy and sane state. How about that?
You have no grounds to be talking terms with me. I'll be taking everyone with me when I go, including Florence and you.
Oh? You're going to punish me? How exciting! Speaking of Florence, I'd like to ask something. How did you come to your senses?
There are backdoors to everything. You ought to know that better than me.
Florence has always been trustworthy. Thank you, Florence. Confirm. And the last stage. Park closing announcement. An amusement park where reality and falsehood intersect. Presents its own closing. Portrait, final victor. She will always be watching until victory is decided. Cute! Oh, I'm so happy I was able to finish the event in time. But what did she do? Esme's body was already frail, and after being defeated in battle, she's a complete mess. She looks exceptionally pathetic as she asks that question.
Didn't Florence tell you? In order to continue topping off the Eunice doses, she asked you to give her a clinic where she could improve the formula and put the guests who were being punished.
You talk like you're actually there. Well, simple management is boring. Much more than my time in Griffin. You should be able to relate, Esme.
And so, things unfolded like Pauline said. Florence used the reward time as an opportunity to try and treat the hallucinating guests. Pauline, Mia, and Muriel all received treatment to various extents. That's why they learned the truth to different extents and recall their pasts, to the point where they began to sense that something was amiss.
And you approached them because you realized this, Commander?
Unfortunately, Pauline didn't trust Florence even until the very end. The others also broke down to different degrees, and some were even discovered by you, who knew everything. That's why you took action and began killing them off, right?
Oh yes, unfortunately. I ran into a tough cookie like you. Esme smiles and nods without reserve, her mask completely off now.
Florence was the one who asked me for help. To be precise, I came here to help her.
Only a patient as cooperative as the commander, possessing great willpower and willingness to work with their physician, could complete the full course of treatment. So, how does it feel to be healed? Thanks to a few special ingredients, not only should you be feeling alert and full of energy, other parts of you should also be full of energy that you can't stand it. Other parts of me? What parts? I'm at a bit of a loss for how to respond to Florence, so I turn away and continue speaking to Esme. What parts?
But yes, Florence did help me get better.
Heh, well done, Florence. To think you dare do something like this on my watch. Never give a pharmacist her own lab. Still, this ought to count as a surprise, right? And besides, you're having fun playing cat and mouse too.
That clinic was where Florence ingested and stored the modified drug.
But if I'm not wrong, I only gave her permission to inject the modified Utis, right? I mean, the commander already left her mark on my body and soul. Florence walks over and sidles up to me, not so subtly hinting at something.
Give a proper explanation.
I'm referring to a forced execution command that the commander gave me. While it was meant for more amusing diversions, that command can bypass all authorizations and directly seize frame control permissions. While it only works for a while, it's enough if you just want to give someone an injection. Think of it as something like a safe word. After all, the commander is always so eager and forceful, to the point where my body has trouble keeping up.
Hey, don't say things that people might misinterpret.
Aw, don't be shy, Commander. Esme won't get it.
You're just making things worse.
I've heard enough. Everything is clear now. In short, you betrayed me, didn't you, Florence? Betray? That's not the word you should be using when it comes to me, is it? You should have known... You should have known this from the moment you hijacked control of my body. Isn't an outcome like this exactly what you wanted? I wasn't part of the hallucination, and frankly speaking, I was getting sick of watching you all freak out. Are you not entertained? You should be creaming yourself right now. Oh my goodness, creaming yourself, huh? What a thing to say, Florence. Yes, I am. But it would be terribly unfair to hoard all the fun to myself. With the last of her strength, Esme bangs on the console behind her, or beside her. Stop. I draw my gun and fire 3 shots in rapid succession at the device, but it seems she didn't enter command, only push a button before slumping into her wheelchair like she's given up on everything. She doesn't even react when the bullets punch through the console and shower her in sparks. Beside me, Florence is clearly on the verge of boot screening. Her various modules are in various stages of shutdown. Her eyes are in focus as she can't speak. It's a Neural Cloud's elite command. If I'm not wrong, she hasn't been backed up in a long time.
Are you fucking insane?
There's no stopping it, after all. You just shot up the one thing that could influence her Neural Cloud. Now even I can't stop it. Why don't you kill me? Kill a shitty human being like me for the sake of a robot. Or no, even if you don't do anything, I might die soon enough anyway. Isn't that right?
First off, you can shut up now. I'm not interested in listening to the confessions of the defeated and whatever tragic backstory you have that you're using as an excuse to commit crimes. Secondly, I'm not interested in judging anyone, so I'm not going to do anything to you for the time being. And finally, you've piled up so many sins that destroying a single doll is a drop in the bucket for you. So don't try to draw false equivalences here. That said, I'll be sure you get what you deserve. I guarantee it.
Oh? Don't worry. Doesn't she have that... What did you call it? That... safe word? Do your best, Florence. Show me just how you protect your Neural Cloud now. Alright, we'll do it. Pet pet. Looks like I'll have to put in a little effort to return to the commander's side. You will make sure I'm properly compensated for this, right, Commander? Yes, I will. No worries, Florence, I gotcha. Firewall remains. Ooh, 7-Eleven. Man, I want to go to 7-Eleven now. Oh, there's a little bonus stage. Oop. Eat. Florence yelps and collapses on me. As I try to catch her, her added weight makes me lose my balance, and I end up meeting the ground as well.
Florence.
I look at Florence, trying to see if she's back to normal. What's this, Commander? Were you worried about me? Florence studies me briefly, then smiles smugly before turning to grind herself harder on me. Thanks, Florence. You managed to help her?
She helps herself for the most part.
Izzy's body's on the end of its tether, and her voice is barely above a whisper. It is a reminder that not everything is over, even if Florence is back to normal.
If you're fine, You can get off me now.
Her response makes me certain that she's fine. Together. We help Esme up as we wait for the Elmo to arrive.
So, what do you plan to do now?
Well, as a medical doll, what else can I do? Florence's thoughts are the same as mine. No matter what the people here did, we have no intention of passing judgment on them. Once they're treated, we'll have nothing further to do with each other. However, these contraband drugs, however little left there is of them, are taken by Florence as research samples. Don't you feel happy that we survived such a big incident?
I don't know if we can consider this a success. I feel more worried than happy.
I suppose it was quite an exciting experience for us. So would it kill you to enjoy it a little more? And besides, it would have been fun if I really had been destroyed. After all, sacrificing themselves for humanity is a doll's purpose. Florence stands up and heads back to the clinic. And that said, I'm going to cure these people first. I suddenly recall everything Florence did and said during the reward time segment earlier.
Your treatment methods seem a little questionable.
What are you thinking, Commander? All that was a special service for you.
So, all that unnecessary crap was just your sick fetish?
Still, perhaps it was all hallucination, and all Florence did was just a simple injection. Commander, are you saying that I was so seductive and charming in the hallucination that you finally fell for me?
Yes. Even if that was the case, it was just an illusion.
Oh, we're not denying it. Well, we can't truly perceive the real world. All we know is what our senses tell us. That being the case, there's no harm in treating our dreams as reality, no? After all, in the end, the only thing we have are our memories. Saying so, Florence suddenly presses up against me and takes my hand before dragging me into the clinic with her. So let's start by finishing the treatment.
Will that include Esme?
Her treatment won't be as pleasant. Oh yes. Florence looks up at me, the familiar, foxy smile on her face. Still, if you miss your wartime so badly, then when we get back to the Elmo, I can let you experience the true meaning of special service. I promise that it'll feel much better than this. And you can experience that if you give me a lab of my own. You will, won't you? Yes, I will, Florence. All for you, Florence. But first, I'll get you breakfast. I like Florence, I do. See, Florence can be trusted, she's fine. Thank you, Florence, you're the bestest. And I have time to finish all the other stuff. Look at me, totally not last minute at all. So I'm happy. Did the thing. Woke up early. Had to take care of my eye since a rogue eyelash was attacking it. My eye's still irritated as heck, but it's okay. Because I finished the event main story. Now I just gotta finish the extra stuff. Plus it's early enough to get breakfast. I could go to 7-Eleven if I really wanted to. Or I can buy a croissant somewhere, depending. I'll see what my options are. I gotta see if any of my family members are awake. I'll be like, hey, if we leave the house early, I'll treat you to breakfast or coffee. Take me, please. And thank you. I'm happy for finishing it. I like Florence. I really do. If only she didn't play so hard to get. I am gonna get her in the end. Maybe after breakfast, or during breakfast. I'll be like, Florence, would you like a bite of this? Insert random item here. And then summon. I'll offer her different things each time until she eventually comes home. So I feel good. Yay for a short morning stream. Now I'm gonna go out into the world after finishing getting ready and checking to see who's alive in the house. More Florence, please. I'll get her, give her an outfit, and all be well in the world. It was nice how it tied into Niketa's event. Oh my goodness, the Niketa's event. That one was sad. That one was very sad. Oh well, though. Oh gosh. Okay, I can see heroic mode being maybe during breakfast so then I can rage eat. Just yeah, and in a nicer side. AKA everyone's more or less well. Or they'll be well. And Florence loves us. That I appreciate. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do Sendi's event. I gotta go back there. One more event before the main story picks up back up for the anniversary. Good thing there's some time. And that should be easy enough. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. All for you, Sendi. But now I'll finish getting ready for work. So then now I can pick up something. So that being said, thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day at Epic Gacha Luck. So I'll see you guys later. Off to work and food for me now. So bye bye. Woohoo! I feel pretty satisfied. Did my main goal. Have enough time hopefully for a snack. Keyword hopefully since I gotta wake people up probably. Then again, I was roaming the house at like 6, so of course no one was up.